is our senior manager of engineering in GlobalLogic. So his expertise lies in the retail domain, and now he will want to talk to us about machine learning in retail, right?
Yeah, that's completely true. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, and word to you then.
Cool, thank you. So, hello everyone. I would like to welcome you today on this conference and on this particular speech. Today I will talk about retail, about embedded for sure, and how this could be combined and how can we benefit from both worlds. I know that's the evening of Friday, so I'll try to be interesting, and I hope this speech won't be boring for you, because our story would be quite broad, from the idea until the real result, and we'll start from the beginning. And let's first quickly introduce me and my co-speaker. So today I will describe the main part, the story of how this interesting product appeared. And Anton, my colleague, will demo the product itself, and together we will answer your questions regarding this I would say quite a great example of business and technology that can work together. But first, let me start from the story itself, because all interesting stuff begins from one idea. And at the beginning, with the team, we had an idea. We wanted to practice with ML AI, and we wanted to have some fun. And we are thinking about the different approaches, what can we do, can we build, what technology challenges we may have. But eventually we decided that, okay, let's build a big, cool product. However, there is, actually there are a couple of stuff on the road. First, for our huge product, and we were quite interested in building it, we need a huge team, and quite a lot of time. That's what we need for our huge product. And okay, product, team, a lot of time, what value for the business will we bring? Because that's also something that we wanted to make as a result. And now, with a huge amount of time and not knowing exact value, we decided no, that's a no-go, and we should think about something completely different. But then one team member, one developer decided, okay, let's actually start from a small product with real product to a minimum viable product. Let's have a small team, because again, that was at the beginning just a POC, proof of concept, that we wanted to transform into the MVP. So we will have some small team of enthusiasts that want to first try something new, some new technology, and okay, we'll see. And let's do it really quickly. Let's not invest years. Let's try to make something in a month or months, not more. And we decided to focus on retail. And we agreed that that's a really interesting plan, and potentially we can go with it. But why retail? So we decided that, okay, let's think and evaluate why retail, because there is a huge traffic, and our long and big product that we wanted to build first, it should have had quite a lot of data. Okay, even for the small product, we can benefit from having quite a lot of data. Why not? We decided that human behavior is extremely important, and our goal was to dive deep and understand, with the help of technology, and understand the human behavior and their mood. We wanted to go with retail because innovation in retail in general, they are relatively slow. And despite the stuff that it was going the last year or the year before it with COVID and all the rebuild of the retail industry and all the stuff around, retail is not dramatically changed compared to what it has um, 200 years ago or something like that. Yeah, for sure, you have the channels, internet, you can order something from phone, but still these old school shopping malls, they're still present. And when we were thinking about this product and this idea, we actually didn't know about upcoming changes with COVID stuff and so on and so forth. And the main uh, goal here is high competition. We wanted some challenges. The team wanted some challenges. And we were thinking about, okay, let's set a high goal. Some really cool stuff needs to be there. And why retail? Quite a simple answer. We know it. We have experience in working with retail, so let's do it. We set first quite ambitious solution goals. So we wanted to solve business needs by targeting some success factors in retail. We wanted to quickly bring some value for the customers, and we wanted to focus on emotions. Uh, we wanted to create an MVP that will have real value, even a platform. At the same time, it should be quite flexible, however easy to extend and customize, because we were not sure how it will evolve and how it will change, what new stuff will be added, and where at the end where we will finish our idea. And we wanted to implement some new cutting edge stuff from ML and I to work with video, to try understand emotions through face recognition, and to eventually have more experience with this technology and extend our portfolio. Why not? We wanted to work on computer vision capabilities and to understand how we will work on real-time processing these cameras, because that's quite an interesting and broad field for experiments, and potentially it could work for quite a big amount of our potential customers, because eventually we wanted to bring some business value that will help us to extend our idea. And we wanted to quick benefit without a moment of huge analysis or agencies, or didn't want to work with some banks of data, because again, that was a simple product with small team. But at the beginning was just three of us. And for sure, we wanted to extend our knowledge to collect some know-hows for GL, because that was our basis for POC and idea. Business feature that we wanted to focus, as I mentioned, is recognition of mood, recognition of behavior of the person, of customer that will be part of our retail journey. and for sure, customer mood, that's one. We wanted to work in general with emotional heat maps because that's also a huge source of data that potentially could be used that we can somehow analyze and yeah, why not? Problematic area identification is based on what kind of emotions do customers have, what kind of changes, maybe something is wrong, and potentially that could be a part of, I don't know, improvement of the whole customer experience as an end user of this particular retail store. Potentially it could be a part of its own emotional tracking because in retail, VIP, very important person, a big part that generates quite a lot of revenue for the retail, and that's still a huge focus. What else? Potentially, it highlights dissatisfaction. What is wrong? How can we do it? And what can we potentially improve with it? Or what can we do? What can we change? It could be conflict tracking, because in conflict there is always two parts at least, and usually it's person oriented, and we wanted to evolve how can we help with it by tracking the emotions, seeing the evolution of emotion, and how can this help either owners of particular business or retail, or even in general of tracking this information, and again thinking and helping how can this be improved. Individual trade lifecycle tracking. That's something that's on a cutting edge of retail right now. Because right now it's more important to work with particular customer, understand their needs, their usual behaviors, and how this can improve their experience, and how this can help with revenue that this customer is generating. We're thinking about the solution. Solution is a core part of our product. We wanted to achieve high accuracy of emotion recognition in all the areas. That's quite challengeable as of now. Yeah, for sure, there are some other, you see some other libraries that help with it, but we wanted to check it and try on our own to get some additional knowledge, how to work with it and understand it. We wanted to allow tracking of personal mood change during the retail cycle. We wanted to have a high level of privacy and security, because we shouldn't forget about all the laws and all the policies right now around privacy and security. For sure, at the beginning of our journey, we were not so ambitious as right now, but eventually we understood that the main players on the market, on the retail market, despite the fact they want to know their customer, they want to know about behavior more, but not about the exact tracking of particular customer. And that's what we also thought. We wanted to have a lightweight solution that can be easily used and that will not consume tons of resources. And we wanted to understand how to scale it. So at first initial diagram, we were thinking about using more and more cloud. There should be for sure two layers, client and app layer. We wanted to use Amazon Kinesis Data Firehouse with next use of Amazon Redshift, Lambda, Amazon SNS, and QuickSight. And for sure, as lightweight client, should be an ordinary laptop or your mobile phone. Just a sneak peek, moving forward, we decided to change a little bit our architecture, and eventually we decided, okay, and how can we use everything that is on our device without adding something from the cloud? Because cloud and device potentially that can be a plus in terms of capabilities that we can achieve. On the other hand, that means that we have a strong dependency on cloud and everything related to the features of the Amazon, and that could be quite a huge and heavy solution that cannot be so lightweight as we thought initially. However, why not? That still is on our radar. Uh, Regarding tech details, we decided to use TensorFlow. So for quantization aware training, we use OpenCV. However, we were thinking about a couple of other libraries and frameworks. Um, we were trying to use human face recognition model and FaceNet, and in fact embedded for face recognition and clustering. We were thinking about much more and broader set of different technologies that can be applied to in our case for our small and lightweight product. But we decided to be a little on a startup mood. So we decided, okay, why not? Let's try this. We'll see what would be the outcome. How can we promote it in the practice side in our company? What feedback we will get, and how can we evolve? What additionally can we add to our small yet ambitious solution? And we decided, okay, let's work on ability. So our architecture should be easily extended with IoT, because that's another interesting topic that we wanted to bring eventually in our POC or in our small product. We're also thinking about, okay, with mood recognition, why cannot we add some temperature sensors or door sensors or movement sensors or something else? And solution that we wanted to use should be upgradable and should be easily customized with adding different data analysis for ML, AI based or whatsoever. We were thinking about the retail edge2cloud system as a basis for improvement and modification with additional features. And eventually we wanted to have some kind of a sandbox that can be used moving forward and can be improved, and we can play with it eventually. And we created several different packages based on different infrastructure composition with quite different features. And one of them we'll show to you today, a little bit later after we finish the story. So, what kind of benefits? Why do we need to spend our time on all this stuff? And don't forget that we are part of the company, and all that I've mentioned previously, that's what we were doing in our free time. So we wanted to solve some business needs, some interesting from our perspective technology challenges. So we wanted to try ML, AI, cloud, why not? But we wanted to try it not only just by some example, we wanted to bring a value. We wanted to make something, we wanted to make a product. We wanted to focus in this solution some unusual stuff on some business problems. And this should be a challenge for the team. But why not? From implementation, what kind of stuff do we want to benefit from? We wanted to make an extendable framework that we will use moving forward for different purposes for our next POCs, or potentially we can show it to someone during some pre-sale activities, for example. That could be an ecosystem that could hit different business domains, not only retail. Mood recognition could be a part of completely different aspects or completely different domains. As I mentioned, we wanted to have a high level of customization based on our architecture. And quick benefit that we can show to any customer that will present this solution. For company, we can present it on different pre-sale activities, as I mentioned, for different target customers, let's say. We can add it as a part of our ML AI portfolio. We can provide an integration with some cutting-edge technologies. Why not? And what's next? When we build a product, we're thinking, okay, we need to set some even higher goals or something else. But yeah, why not? Let's build a Westworld. Okay, I'm joking. It's quite an ambiguous goal, and it's quite a huge goal. But if we recall from those who watched this series, eventually the main stuff was a person, a human being, and their emotions. Okay, let's think what we can build eventually else. And we were thinking, why not Black Mirror? Okay, probably not the best example as well, but still there were quite extended and quite a cool tracking of a person, probably not in the best way of the tracking of the person. For sure, the security and privacy was not part of this series and concept that they shown, but why not? We should set huge and high goals. Yeah, but okay, what about future evolution, if we're talking seriously? We can use it for security zones somewhere in the airport, in shopping malls, or we can use it as theft prevention. I know that there is huge companies that are explicitly working on such systems and platforms, but why not? At the beginning, we wanted to work with it just to have more experience. So why not? As I mentioned, web clients recognition, that's a huge selling point for every retail brand. We can use our solution as a solution for robot pattern recognition and alerting or something else. Even human traffic prevention, because when system can easily determine changes of the mood and some aspects that can help a person, for example, on a border, to understand that something is wrong with this person, and that could be a help in some cases for a human. And use further vectors for implementation, as we see it right now. Want to evaluate other customers to see how our solution can work. And again, a heads up, solution that we shown, we agreed to use with one Ukrainian retailer that right now has 700 stores all over the Ukraine. We agreed to set our device and our system in one or two stores for now, and just to collect the data and see how it's working. What else we can do, and what are the vectors that we have? We can analyze potential business cases and scenarios in retail domain, how we can connect them with what we already have, and how can we use it as a basis for a potential commercial product. Why not? We can work on extensions, adding new stuff there, and new sensors or whatever, and options with hardware. New sensors are here quite often, and we can try to use them as well to extend our expertise. As a summary, before we are moving to the demo, and today we are more on this talk, we discuss in more motivational way, or probably, a little bit less technical. However, I recommend you, everyone, to think about the customer when you are creating some ideas, when you are exploring new problems, when you are trying new technology, because it's always great to work with some technology and try them. But if you can bring a value for the end customer, that's a high chance that the product or what you build will be useful for the real life. Uh, Business needs, they can help you to evolve your product or your solution. And startup thinking, it's always a challenge, especially when you are at the beginning. You want to have a perfect solution, but a good solution is enough. Try to extend the good solution furthermore, and not to spend a lot of time building something that from your perspective would be a perfect solution, and only then try it with someone. Because it's always good to start with something small, fail or succeed, and then to evolve it, rather than to build something huge, invest time, and then potentially fail. And try to find new tech challenges for the team, especially when they are connected with something that could be useful for the business. And yeah, these challenges, they should be interesting, because in our other way, it could be quite a boring day-to-day activity, and that's all. So thank you for hearing this story. And now I wanted to switch to the demo, and Anton will help me with it. So Anton.
Greetings, everyone. Uh, can we please have our video? Thank you. So for today's session, we decided to demonstrate the work of our product on recorded video. This video was made before pandemic. Before pandemic stuff, so please do not pay attention that people sitting so close in one room. It was recorded before pandemic. Regarding the product, during research for hardware that will serve our ideas, we decided to choose the Coral Dev Board by Google. The Coral Dev Board is a single board computer that contains an HGPU co-processor It's ideal for prototyping new projects that demand fast on device interesting for machine learning models. So our product solution focuses on real-time video stream recognition and processing via OpenCV through HTTP models. The stuff that works with models is made as a backend service that takes metrics from placing them into AWS previously. Another backend service just returns this data to the front end for that chart that you currently see on the right side of video. However, pandemic occurred at some point. We understood that we need to simplify the solution so that it can be mobile. So we decided to switch all AWS stuff and just replaced it with several different solutions, such as tiny SQLite for transferring metrics. And also we simplified the front-end part, which was hosted on a device as well. It is turned out that solution became so lightweight that we completely hosted it on Coral Dashboard. So currently, what you see, everything works on a single computer, tiny single computer. That's it. All infra. So what's next? We are working on identification of gender and age, experimenting with the Keras model, UTK face data sets, etc., etc. But all this stuff currently work in progress. So stay tuned. Let's see what will be next. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Anton. So, guys, you can see here that the UI of this solution is pretty much simple one. Yet that's at first it's a reincarnation, and and initially when we were recording this video, we were using old school videos from the office where we were all in it. Now we are improving UI as well, and we wanted to try it more mobile friendly. So more to come, more to come. So that's it for now from us, and we will be ready to answer your questions.
Okay, so thank you, Oleksii, and thank you everybody for watching.